All right. In this stream, it's actually a continuation of the last stream. We're actually going to install Bazzite on my main desktop. So let's see how it does. I've been talking up Bazzite for a while. I absolutely love it. We're getting it done. Here we go. Bazzite. We're going to just toss this on the Vintoy drive. So right now, if we go into our downloads, we've already downloaded Bazzite stable. I'm going to put this in Vintoy. And then we'll have Bazzite deck stable and then regular Bazzite stable. Perfect. Crash number, whatever. Now, I don't anticipate this to work very well. I have a ton of different hardware in here. I rarely have a distribution able to install on this system. And you might be thinking, why, Titus? What's so special about your system? Why is it the way it is? Well, let's just show you. Sudo lsblk. You'll notice I have a few hard drives in here. Some rated, some just 4 regular SSDs hanging out. We got a couple NVMe drives in there too. We just got a little bit of everything. And then also on top of that, if you look at the NeoFetch, we also have a couple GPUs as well. We got an NVIDIA, we got a 7800 XT, you know, a few different things are going on, all on a Xeon system with 64 gigs of RAM. This is not a normal desktop system. I anticipate this to go horribly wrong and this installer to bomb. But I kind of want to just try it because I've talked up Bazzite and I'm almost a little disappointed because the last one we did, it just worked so well that I kind of feel bad. I feel like I've let you down in the audience that says, hey, Titus, we demand you to break it. And if there's one thing I am exceedingly good at, it is breaking things. So let's break Bazzite today, the unbreakable, immutable distro. Let's explode it. I feel bad, but it must be done. Actually, I think I'm going to do a power off because I added a new SSD, a 500 gig SSD, Samsung Evo, I think it was like a 940. Or maybe it was an 850. All right, let's do it. I think I might know one person that's better at breaking Linux distros. Do as I say. Do as I say. I highly recommend you read the documentation. Hikari, you should know by now. I'm not gonna read the documentation. All right. Having said that, I can't remember. Was it Escape? Did I get it? I don't think I got it in time. Yeah, this is like a server-based system, so like the BIOS is just ridiculously long for the boot up. And I can't remember how to... I forget the BIOS key. Oh, you know what? I think this one was a one I needed like a hardwired keyboard. It doesn't like my Digma. All right, let's try to reboot this one more time. Reboot. Sudo. Okay, there it goes. This is a piece of crap Razer. Synosa Lite. Garbage keyboard. Don't buy Razer products. All right, here we go. I want to say it's Escape or F2. It might be Delete. No, it's not Delete, I don't think. Hey, we've all bought Razer products. No judgment here. There we go. It's Escape. You know, this is protected by Wolf Security. Watch out. The HP Wolf is protecting me. Bite your freaking head off, man. All right. What do we got? Let's boot to this one. There we go. think we're good. Let's go Bazzite stable. We're good. Portal down. Let's get it. Well, yeah, that NVIDIA one. Let's see how we fare. I may have already broke it. Like I said, I have a really weird setup, and most Linux distros really don't like. Like, I think when we installed Arch, I did it all manually because the Arch installer broke. Arch installer is like, I have no idea what is up with this guy. He's got a weird system, and it just like broke. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll redo it. Let's see what's happening. Maybe starting installer. If it can even start the installer, that's already ahead of some distros. We have a gray screen, and I think we just let it cook. What's so unique that installers won't run? Well, Loop TJ, I think it's the fact we have. Let me count how many hard drives. We have 2 NVMe drives, 4 standard SSD drives, 2 3 terabyte spinning platters, and a rated 1 thing. And I want to say there was something else, but I can't remember right now. Anyways, it's a lot of drives that this thing's having to read, and most systems just aren't set up to deal with that. And then on top of that, we have 2 GPUs, which one being NVIDIA really makes this difficult. NVIDIA just makes installing Linux much more difficult than it really needs to be. So if you're wanting to go like full-time Linux, buying an AMD GPU is going to save you a lot of heartache. I don't plan to use the NVIDIA card in Linux itself. I plan on using the 7800 XT for almost everything. So we'll see how this goes. Like, all my stuff's plugged up to the AMD card. I'm going to go ahead and say I don't think this worked. All right. First go around bombed out on us. About par for the course for Linux distros. Let's go Control-Alt-Delete. Let's try to do Control-Alt-Delete. Nope. Nope. All right, well, here we go. Yeah, I use the desktop ISO, stub the NVIDIA card, then rebase the deck image if you want game scope. Yeah, might do that. Let's see if we can't maybe catch the grub menu. I think we might be able to do maybe a no mod set and hopefully get by. If we can just get by and then disable the NVIDIA GPU, we can do that. Probably an easier way than doing all that is just simply unplug the NVIDIA GPU. Just pull it out. I know that sounds like blasphemy, but I mean, we could just, it's easier honestly to remove the hardware than it is to work around it software wise. So let's give it one more try from a perspective. And then if it still bombs out on us, we'll just remove the NVIDIA card. And then if it doesn't work from the NVIDIA card, well, then we'll just try something else. So we'll just go deck stable. Let's boot normal. But, so we have that. If we go troubleshooting, let's try to install it in basic graphics mode. I don't know what that option is, but it sounds promising. I was kind of hoping for just a traditional grub menu where we can just hit E and then use like an Emacs to change the no mode set. That usually bypasses a lot of the NVIDIA problems, but I don't know. This does seem like it's working faster with basic graphics. Here we go, starting installer. We got our gray screen. We're a little bit further. All right, I'm not gonna get too excited because there's still lots and lots to do. So let's just go install. We're gonna pick our 500 drive. Cool. Let's free up some space. We're gonna go automatic for the configuration on this guy. So we'll try not to delete my entire system. I say try not to because I'm kind of known for deleting my entire system. For better or worse, sometimes I just pick the wrong thing and I'm like, oh, well, we're just going to delete, reclaim all that space. Perfect. Root account. We're just going to keep it disabled. User creation. We're going to go Titus 24. Bam. Super secure. Password. And bam. Begin install. Are we ready? Nice. We're ready. I think this one's going to work fantastic. Sorry to blind you guys, but there is no dark mode for Fedora installs. This isn't the deck ISO. This is the desktop ISO. So I think we might be able to get by. If we can get in and do the VFIO PCI, that'd be pretty cool. But I don't know. Maybe we could stop it. We could also boot into do like a CH root into an artificial environment and then stub the graphics card that way. Maybe. Yeah. Well, I think this is really interesting, though. I know this sounds like kind of crazy, installing an immutable distro for a tinkerer like me, but I want to see how strong this distro is from a gaming perspective. Because like I said, when I started this stream up, I was just over the moon with how well Bazzite worked and how almost every game I went to play just ran flawlessly without any tinkering. That's kind of insane. DA, switch to the other side. You're a dirty Twitch user now. Be interesting. But I mean, immutable distros are the future for normal users. That's the thing that I think a lot of Linux users miss. Most users don't want to be messing around with their system. They just want to press the power button and then do it, have the computer do exactly what it wants. And immutable distros are a fantastic end user experience because it's so replicatable and everything works right out of the gate. And it will continue working because there's nothing you can do to break it. And that's the beauty behind something like this. Now, having said that, what are the odds of this actually making it all the way through to the end? I don't know. I mean, maybe 30%. I really like Nix. I actually did a video on Nix, Moose, on the main channel. I really, really dig Nix OS. It's a lot of fun. There's actually a really cool, I think there's a fork. It wasn't a fork of Bazzite, but very much like Bazzite. It's a Nix OS spin of Steam OS. And when I started the stream, I think I had it up. I can't remember it, but the Bazzite team actually credited him with some stuff. I can't remember the project name right off the top of hand. It was something Nix OS. Jort or something like that. I can't remember. No, not Nabara. Nabara is something different. They obviously use some of Nabara's stuff off of it as well, but no, this was something different. Jovian Nix, that's what it was. Yeah, thank you, Hikari. Jovian Nix was really interesting. I was like, ooh, I might try that out. That sounds like a fun deal. Would you consider OpenSUSE niche? Yeah, I think OpenSUSE is pretty niche. Although I really liked my time with OpenSUSE. We tried it out and I did a mainly daily driver. I think I only did it on Twitch back then. And everything worked pretty good. I really liked the open build service for OpenSUSE. Reminded me of the AUR in Arch. So OpenSUSE is kind of niche, but there's a lot of promise there as well. Yeah, Void Linux is good in this niche as well. I agree with that, Hunt Sunrise. Change the Steam title. Ah, crap. Can I? Oh. Does this work? All right. 1 second. Okay. Nope. Oh, all right. I got one thing working. Just need this other keyboard. Hey, it's still installing. We got progress. I thought it already bombed out. That shows what I know. All right. I needed to fix a few things here. 1 second. Someone mentioned I needed to change. Oh, let's see. All right. And I need to change the title. All right. We're going to install Bazzite on my main system. Done. All right. Cool. I fixed it. And it's still installing. Still churning in. What are the odds? What are the odds? Can we make it all the way to the end? I think so. Everything in Bazzite and Universal Blue does is extremely experimental. The RPM OS tree, which is used in the background, does not have progress updates. Hence the jump in progress percentages from nothing to almost done. So you're saying it works like a Windows progress bar. I got you, Hikari. We're good. I'm used to that. I'm used to just sitting here staring at 13% and then all of a sudden 53%. Actually, this is still better than Windows progress bars. So I'm like, oh, there's nothing wrong with this. And the car's like, it's extremely experimental. You might be right. But us Windows users, we're conditioned not to pay attention to the progress bars. How many cores does the machine have? Was it, I think it was 32 cores. This is a Xeon. So there ain't no half cores or efficiency cores here. We're all full cores all the way. And I think actually, now that I think about it, I think it was only 16 cores. 32 threads, 16 cores. What's Ubuntu? Some weird Ubuntu clone? Ain't nobody installing Ubuntu. The era of the many Ubuntu clones is coming to a close in the Linux realm. Not very many people are going to be using Ubuntu or forks of Ubuntu for very much longer. It's still a thing, but it's on its last legs. Mark my words. Ubuntu is still used in the server realm, but they've had so many missteps with snap packs, and the distribution itself just runs like a turd. Like any other distro is pretty much better. So most things have actually given up. Hell, like Linux Mint's pretty much moved on to LMDE for a lot of things. So I don't see much happening in the way of Ubuntu or Ubuntu-esque spins. Most people are like, all right, obviously Ubuntu's not going to be carrying the torch anymore, pushing desktop Linux ahead. It's going to be other stuff. Debian's really picked up that mantle, and I think Debian's really shifted to doing a lot more mainstream stuff. So, you know, I see that. And honestly, as much as I like to talk crap on Red Hat and Fedora for, you know, kind of collateral damage from Red Hat, but there's really interesting things happening in the Fedora ecosystem. It's not lost on me. I just don't like covering it on the main channel just because it's Red Hat based. A little bias of mine. But having said that, Fedora is still a very good distro. I didn't say that though. I still say Arch and Debian are still really cool. I'm just love Fedora and a lot of the immutable distros coming from this type of spin. Zorin OS. Zorin's good. Zorin's a solid one. It's good newbie friendly distro. Yeah, the one thing I hate about Fedora installs too is it likes to make like 3 partitions. It's kind of weird how it chops up and carves up the boot partitions. Like it makes like an EFI and a boot partition, which kind of always bothers me. It does bother me. I just don't like that. And Debian has just been so good lately. I agree with that, Ben. I just couldn't get time shift to work with BetterFS on Debian. Probably the big thing there, Ben, if you're having problems with time shift, you might look at the labeling. If you label your partitions a certain way, time shift really likes your home partition labeled with an @ home, and then your root partition has to be labeled, I want to say with just an @ symbol itself. So time shift can be real finicky in that regard. It does, at least I remember when I was getting BetterFS to work, it was really particular with how you created things and also how you labeled your partitions. And I think I had to manually do the subvolumes as well and label those subvolumes. So you might look that up. And you can get it working, I'm sure. I've used time shift multiple times with Debian. All right, I think we're good. So now we have that. Let's see what we get. Yeah, there's also back in time. If you guys use back in time, that's another good backup system for Linux. Is Solus pointless? I wouldn't say Solus is pointless. Solus is unique. At least they're trying something new and they're rolling their own stuff. It's not just a fork of a fork. So I you know, as much as I'm not, you know, Solus isn't for me, but at least they're trying something and they're not just grabbing a Debian and adding a few packages to it. They're doing something unique. That's the thing. That's the thing I like about Linux distros, that do something different from everybody else. That's where the magic happens. Too many people, when I started like covering Linux and going into it, I would look at so many distros where I'd be like, okay, well, it's based on Debian, like everything else, and there's a new wallpaper. Oh, they added a couple packages. Oh, they changed this. They added a firmware. It was all just like really basic stuff where I was like, this really didn't need a new distro. You could have just put this in a bash script and just said, run this after installing Debian and you'd have it. And that was 80% of all distros in existence. Honestly, could just be a bash script on the main distro. Probably 90% actually. Oh yeah, let's go Bazzite. All right, here we go. Bazzite on the main system. Let's see what we get. All right. Enter. Did that re-enable secure boot? I just realized. Oh, well, we'll see. Cheap distros are pretty common because noobs can't customize their system. They tend to change the whole distro. I agree with that. Yeah, I think that's a very good point. I would love for us to get to a community where that's no longer a thing. And then just the base distros have good out-of-the-box settings. And honestly, Debian's really moved that way in recent years. I remember Debian used to be just a nightmare for a noob to install and use. Oh, the MOK manager opens on first boot every time. Okay. Well, I don't think it'll do it this next round, hopefully. Crap. Well, yeah, we're probably going to have to go no mode set. I think, well, oh, wait. I think it was just rebooting. Is it going to take me to Arch or Bazzite? I think probably Bazzite. Let's see. Usually when a new system gets installed, they... Oh. Holy crap. Oh, no. I think Fedora went ahead and grabbed my EFI partition from the Arch instance. Well, that's going to be a fun one to undo. Oh, well. Yeah, it's okay. Challenge accepted. Fedora moment. It just decided to take over the old EFI. He was like, hey, yeah, I see an EFI partition over here. Took a playbook out of Windows there. Well, at least it didn't wipe out the EFI partition. So we got that going for it. Red Hat Revenge. Yeah. Oh, man. It's probably HP Wolf. Wolf Security. Waiting for my sponsorship. Just kidding. Don't send me an email. I'm joking. I like poking fun at the HP Wolf Security every time my computer starts up. All right. We have a desktop. Let's log in. Maybe. Well. It's in dark mode. Chat should be happy. Just gotta give it a minute. It's booting up. Damn, I can't believe that worked. Really? All right. The best Linux system in the world is Bazzite. Everyone, you need to uninstall what you have and just use Bazzite. It's the truth. I need src copy. Wooting keyboards. What's a wooting keyboard? Not up with the hip standards of today. All right, fixed Steam download speed. Install game mode, startup video, sure. Yeah, okay. Install. Yeah, just remember it. Well, that was odd. Oh, it's an analog mechanical keyboard. Okay. Yeah, finally got my hands on Bazzite. I gotta say, I really, really like it. Now, having said that, the desktop is a little bit on the slow side. I think there's something happening in the background we need to look at. It's trying to do a whole bunch of stuff that I'm kind of curious about. There's a war between console and Windows gamers. Console users say that Windows is difficult and full of problems. Well, it is. I wonder what would happen if one of those saw the Linux terminal. So here's the thing. Bazzite kind of fixes all that. It should just work. And it's immutable. And you just load up games and go. That's the whole point of Bazzite. Now, having said that, I have a kind of a unique system here. Now, we did do it on a mini PC first. What was it? Last week. And just everything worked right out of the gate. Kind of amazing. Let's drop to a TTY. Let's see. Can we drop to TTY? Yes. Let's try. All right. So we got TTY here. Let's see. Ujust. So we got Ujust. Let's try Ujust. Update. What about... Let's see if we can set the terminal. Oh, set font command not found. Really? Ah, there's no D package either, of course. Set font's not there. Really? Lame. All right. Let's just try Ujust update and see what happens. You are late. How's it going, Peter? Send a notification via your website. Yeah, I know. I need to do something. I'll get something set up. Yeah. We need to install DistroBox too. Get the GPU stubbed. Might solve a bunch of weird options. You just set up virtualization. Okay, let's try that next. Do you want... Yes. Why not just Docker instead of DistroBox? Do it directly? I don't know. We'll try it out. Let's quit that. We're going to go Ujust set up virtualization. All right, we're going to enable virtualization. All right, we'll just walk through each one of these. We'll enable virtualization first. I'm kind of curious here. Did you ever hear about a new update in Windows? It's a force update because now you will not be able to download executable files. No, I'm pretty sure you can still download executable files. As silly as Microsoft is sometimes, I doubt that's a thing. I'm on the dev channel of Windows, and I usually grab all the stuff just so I can roast Microsoft with every update. I mean, it's fun, and it's great content for me, but sadly, that's not a thing. I would love for that to be a thing. If they blocked executables, oh my God, think of the views. Think of the views. It'd be so crazy. So, I mean, I really hope that does happen, but yeah, no. Microsoft's not that stupid. No, that's not a thing, bro. They wouldn't do that. I have a lot of faith in their incompetence, but that's almost a bridge too far, even for them. would be a great YouTube video, though. Ah. Well, yeah, so, like, you gotta know... Oh, excuse me. The business realm is really where Microsoft excels, especially Windows. It just controls a lot of the businesses out there. And having them block executables would cause all kinds of havoc for all kinds of line of business applications. Like I said, it's not a thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wish it happened. That would have been hilarious. But no. The world will always make a better idiot. Yeah, well, you know. Can't run a virus if you don't download it. Force everybody to use a Microsoft store. That'd be hilarious. Publish a video on Crest Deck about Bazzite. Lots of people don't attend streams. Well, you're in luck. The Bazzite video drops tomorrow on Crest Deck. You saw it here first. But if you don't want to watch a 3-hour-long live stream, I get it. Tomorrow. 10-minute, succinct, concise, to the point, Bazzite YouTube video that will blow your mind. Crest Deck. 8:15 Central Time. Tomorrow. Be there or be square. Having said that, damn, this virtualization is really grabbing a bunch of stuff. It's kind of cool. I'm digging it. Best antivirus is not being boneheaded. Yeah. Promancer, I've been here for 3 hours. WTF. Has it been 3 hours? Oh, crap, yeah. The stream time is 3 hours. We've been on Bazzite for about 40 minutes. For you, Peter, that would be... You're about 7 hours ahead of me, so it'd probably be about 1:15 in the morning. I expect you to wake up and watch that video. The Netherlands, I think, runs about 7 hours. You're really close to, what is it, GMT time, right? Have you ever heard of Vanilla OS? Yeah, that's another immutable distro. I need to take a deeper dive on Vanilla OS. It is very interesting. Very, very new, though. It is layering packages. This process is always slow. Essentially the same as DNF install, whatever. Okay. But then it has to be layered, which is automatic. Okay. You're 6 hours from East. So, yeah, you are 7 hours. I'm Central. So, Eastern time, or EST, is 1 hour ahead of me. So, Central time, 7 hours. Look at that. Nailed it. Central time is the best time zone. Yeah, if I could only get rid of daylight savings time, and my life would be complete. All right, we're getting close here. Just installing, it's basically grabbing all the QEMU packages, Virt Manager, and it looks like it's grabbing even ZFS Fuse, which is nice. So it does look like a QEMU full install on the virtualization setup, which is good. Because I do need a lot of the full packages. Windows and S mode. Yeah, S mode in Windows is a joke. Even on like the really crappy notebooks that come with the S mode enabled, just disable it and use my debloat script. It'll honestly run better without S mode, and probably go into settings and disable background apps as well. That's a setting I don't touch, mainly because a lot of people like multiple apps running in the background. It doesn't matter. But if you're got a low-end laptop, background apps can cause some issues. So yeah, might do that. I use Pop! OS personally, but nothing particularly special about it there. You know, Pop! OS, it's been a while, since I tried Pop! OS. I need to take a look at it again. Whenever Cosmic comes out, I'm going to install Pop! OS. That'll be fun. All right. Nice. All right. We enabled virtualization. Now we add Titus to the virt-d. Group libvirt does not exist. Oh, bummer. Okay. Let's just enable VFIO drivers. Okay. Virt Manager is already requested. I think I have to reboot. After reboot, enable. Okay, let's just reboot. All right, back to the wolf. Why did Linus wipe the whole system trying to install Steam on Pop! OS? This wasn't necessarily Linus's fault. I know Linus gets so much crap for this, much like, you know, him dropping stuff. But it was actually a bug in apt, which apt is the package manager for Pop! OS. And Steam or System 76 did a custom patch to apt, and they screwed something up to where if you hadn't updated your system and you went to install Steam, it would uninstall Xorg at the time. So it's a bug. And if you uninstall your display renderer in Linux, you can't display anything because your renderer is missing. so he literally, when he did apt install Steam, it removed the entire desktop environment for him. So as much crap as Linus gets, and I like to say, do as I say, because it said, hey, it warned him on the screen. It's like, hey, you're about to wipe out your entire display renderer and get rid of your entire desktop environment. Are you sure you want to do this? And Linus was like, yes, do as I say, enter. So that's why he gets so much crap, because it did ask him that question, phrased exactly in that way. However, he's not completely to fault here, because in no way, shape, or form should a sudo apt install Steam cause you to uninstall your display renderer and your desktop environment. So yes, he failed at reading, but we've all been there. I know I've failed at reading many times and done stupid things, but in the end, it was just a bug. So for me, yeah, I mean, Linus it was a good emulation of what a normal person would do. You know, just pick up anybody off the street and say, use Linux. And I think he gave a good representation of a normal user grabbing and installing Linux for the first time. There were some things he did, I was just like, oh my word. Why? But at the end of the day, he was emulating a normal person. And I get that. Comprehensive reading is tough. Don't I know it? I always have people screaming at me in the stream going, Titus, read my chat. I'm like, I know, but a lot of times I miss most of chat. All right, here we go. Let's set up virtualization before this gets too crazy. Can we do like sudo, or I think we can just do ujust set up virtualization. I really want to get virtualization done. All right, that's perfect. Set up virtualization. All right, so we've added it to the user. Now we enable the drivers. Okay. I'm just going to go through each one of these. Okay. So we've installed all that. We've enabled the virtualization. If we do like a neofetch, what do we have? We still have the GPU here, and we have LSPCI. Let's do a LSPCI KNN. Let's take a peek. What is... Here, we'll just enhance. Let's take a peek at our NVIDIA situation we have going on here. Looks like 75 is what we need to do. We were using the Novu drivers. All this needs to be stubbed out. So this should be VFIO in the perfect world. I don't know if we can do that. The ujust driver should, like sudo ujust set up virtualization. I was really hoping that I can just come down to here and go enable VFIO and then it do it. But I think we have to do something else as well. I also kind of want to enable my Steam account here. Crap. I want to try Steam real fast and start getting the game loaded up too. I mean, this is working a lot better though from the first install. And we've already updated it. Ooh, Elden Ring, man. I'm looking forward to that DLC too, by the way. I think the temp file might not be made. Okay. Yeah, my LSPCI output is kind of insane. I have 9 PCIe slots in this beast. So, All right, it says I need to read. Man, I don't. We already talked about how bad I am at reading. Oh, jeez. All right, let's add that. All right, remember my password. Do it. Show the console. All right, next. AMD editions. LACT? Yeah, sure. Install it. Feels like it's working pretty good. I am going to need to grab my two-factor to grab it, go into, get into here, yeah. Get into my Steam. 9 GPUs? Oh, no. Well, the problem with 9 PCIe slots is you're always going to have them stacked. And modern GPUs are so fat and just chunky that they take up too many damn PCIe slots. So if you're using multiple GPUs, it kind of sucks because you're like, okay, well, I can't use these slots anymore after I put my GPU in. So that's kind of a downside. But I do have a good range of motion there with that LSPCI output. You can see quite a bit. All right, while this is going, I'm going to go grab my phone real fast so we can sign into Steam. 1 second. Be right back. All right. Got the phone. We're going to do some login action here. Oh, all right. We're still doing the AMD. All right, good stuff. Now, I'm going to do my Steam. Now, before this time, I learned from the last stream. Chat cannot be trusted. And I know better this time. Yeah. QR scanners at the ready. Oh, okay. Thank you, Hikari. I totally missed it, and I ignored it. Of course I did. Sounds like something I would do. Not trusting chat. Ah, okay. Is Steam not launching? Let's see. Interesting. Oh, there it goes. 1 second, it's still installing Steam runtime. 64 gigs of RAM is what I'm rocking so far. All right. Got this QR code. Sign in. Loading data. All right. Should be safe now. And Helldivers was bombing out on me. So I'm going to just toss that in here. Start loading up Helldivers. I want to try it because it did not work on my main system. Alrighty. AMD's good. Additional web browsers to complement Firefox. Okay. Rock and Stone. Emulation. Stream into the internet. Okay. Yeah. Bow to camel. I love all these help tips. There we go. You don't have prop drivers. Yeah, I don't have any proprietary drivers. So let's just go install. All right, sweet. That's looking good. If we look up here, let's just go virtualization setup again. Now, Hikari. No, it didn't say anything there. Okay, so it must have been... Oh, crap, let's see. What was it? Did it show? Okay. Just enable. You just... Okay, so we did that. Was there something I missed here? I don't see that being a problem. I guess it didn't spit out that. I'll have to look up in chat, Hikari. Interesting. Yeah, if you look... Virtualization setup. And then we did that, but I don't see... Please open it. Yeah, nothing there. Yeah, I don't see any... I'll have to look up in chat what you typed in. Well, it's ls dracat. Let's go ls etc dracat conf.d. Nothing's there. So we got nothing there. How's this going? All right, almost all done. Thank you for trying Bazzite. Done. NeoFetch. So we have that. I would like to just stub out that NVIDIA card because I know that NVIDIA card could throw a wrench in things for us. I really don't want to be using that. Yeah. Pretty decent download speeds. Look at that. 900 megabits per second. I mean, that's, frankly, I'm almost worried it's choking out my internet connection for you guys. That's kind of nice. Okay. Yeah, my 7800 XT, I might actually switch out for something inside. Okay. Let's try that. We got ujust -- show setup virtualization. All right. Then we got that. What do we have? So this is the script for enabling libvirtd. I think that did happen. And then when it gets to the VFIO, it adds this. Huh. Oh, that's cool. It shows the source of the command with the -- show. Well, I guess we could just manually do all this, right? Oh, this is the... I wonder how we can check to see if the RPM OS tree kernel arguments is in or not. So you... Oh, okay, here you go. Here it is. So we could just go here. Bam. And then if we look up or LSPCI output... oh geez, I want to kind of clean that up a little bit. We're just gonna, let's just cancel that. Let's go LSPCI, and this time we're gonna just grep 75 colon. All right. Let's do a little bit more. I need to grab the IDs, so let's do a -KNN. All right, that's what we need. So now we can grab the VFIO IDs. Simple. I think it's just commas to separate these, right? Yeah, we're missing the drag comp too, so that portion of the script does. Okay. Huh. Darn it. Alrighty. So something like that should enable that. So we got our double quote at the end. But we're also missing the rest of this as well. Huh. So for enabling the VFIO drivers, you know, we could create our own bash script for this. Enable space virtualization, blah, blah, blah. Enabling virt manager. We've already done all that. Grabs that. So VFIO off, then check to see if we're running. I think we grab all of this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that right there. I think we can copy that to clipboard. We'll just make our own bash script using Hikari's work here. Yeah, I think we can just do it, and then that way we can run it. This, like I said, Bazzite's only, I think, on version 2 right now. And Helldivers is already installed. Holy crap, that was fast. Dude, I don't know. I mean, this could be my new distro. God, I get roasted. Ah, hell, you guys already know I was going to probably switch anyways. Don't think he's using Proxmox anymore. Might later. That's true. Wait a couple hours. It could happen. Oh, did I install Opera? I did. Why is Opera on there? Oh, no. That's terrible. Oh. Let's remove it. That's hilarious. Okay, yeah. That's gone. Oh. The other browsers I checked. Oh my gosh, I did not see that. Yeah. Ah, Opera. Gross. Did I have it to, I thought I was just gonna install like other like useful browsers, not just garbage. But here we are. Oh, there's Brave. Brave's not bad. You got Vivaldi, LibreWolf, oh, Microsoft Edge. What's going on over there? Edge. What? I mean, honestly, that could make for a good YouTube video. I'll troll you guys later on that one. All right, like it. All right. Let's just. I'm bored. Let's add vim PCI pass.sh. Let's go bin bash. think that should be good. I like it. As far as OPM OS tree KARGs. Oh, am I missing? I think that's actually... No. I think that's fine. I don't see any declared variables. I think it'll be okay. I think that'll work for a standalone. So let's just go chmod. Let's make that executable. And then let's go sudo PCI pass. It's true. We're almost there. And I'm about to get done with dinner. Oh, crap. I'm doing a build on the other side. Oops. Cancel. Cancel. Cancel transaction. Oh, okay. Okay, we're good. I was like, uh-oh. All right, now we're going to do it. So now we have our scripts. We have our VFIO in an immutable file system. This is working a little too well. I'm disappointed. Yes, there was a little bit of a bug with the pass-through, but it's pass-through. It's like, hey, if you're doing VFIO pass-through, you should just anticipate lots and lots of pain. Okay, cool stuff. All right, let's try and play Helldivers 2 after this is done. And I think we should be okay. All right. We'll do one final OS commit here. And I think we'll have it. We'll be one of the only people in the entire world to have VFIO pass-through working on Bazzite. One other person that obviously has it working as well is in chat, Hikari. We're going to be the second person. Why don't you just play Helldivers 2 on Windows? Ah, Windows. Ah, gosh. Why? That's too easy. God bless. Yeah, honestly, yeah. When it comes to Helldivers 2, like, we could have already been playing and going, and everything would be just fine. I just wanted to get this done because I do have a second GPU in here that I want to kind of take care of. So even if I was on Windows in this regard, and let's say I booted in Windows, we'd have all kinds of issues because of all the stuff in this system. So I kind of have to kind of get it all kind of squared away before we just jump into it. On a normal system, though, we'd already be playing. We would already be going to town, playing away. All right, now we got LACT changes on next boot. We should be fine. Make sure you enable IOMMU VTD in your BIOS. Please understand that since this is such a niche use case, support will be very limited. Agreed. To add your unused second GPU device IDs to your VFIO drivers running this. We already did that. We shouldn't have to do it again. Maybe we do it again. We did it once, though, right? Oh, you might need to redo the... Oh. Well, let's just see. All right, so we have exited that. We go back through. Here was our last commit. I'm just going to go ahead and run this again. This right here is my drivers for the VFIO PISA. Okay, there's no changes, so it's there. All right, let's reboot, and then let's see what drivers we're going to be using. Hopefully, our NVIDIA stuff will be stubbed. If the NVIDIA stuff's stubbed, we could honestly set up Windows and all that. We're not going to do that today. We'll probably do like a micro-win install. I've been meaning to mess around with that. But I do want to look to see what the performance is like on probably like Cyberpunk. Helldivers 2 would be kind of interesting as well. Yeah, we'll see. But the first system on Arch, Helldivers 2 doesn't work at all. So that's why I'm kind of like, I'm curious to see if we run into the same in-protect error that we had at the very, very beginning of this whole thing. Okay, might have to do a RPS OS tree, init RAM, and then track the vfio.conf. Okay. Well, let's see. We'll do a LSPCIE or LSPCI KNN, and let's see what driver this thing's rolling. HP Wolf security. I'm secured by the wolf. Watch out. It's the most secure wolf security out there. All right. Well. Oh, boy. Well, we'll see. Alrighty. It's go time. I need to set up auto login. Okay. Launching in to Steam. Let's pull up our terminal. Well, we can put this down. And we're going to go lspciknn. And we're just going to go up to 75 in the terminal. Let's see what we got. Does not look like it's stubbed properly. So we're going to have to do the init RAM to get this done. Sad face. All right. Well, let's try that init RAM system from earlier that Hikari mentioned. Should be fine. Are we? Yeah, this is Wayland. So, alrighty. Let's stub that out. All right, here we go. Let's try this. Let's go RPM dash OS tree init RAM FS dash etc dash dash track equals and etc drat dot conf dot d /vfio dot conf. All right, let's try it out. The new changes are going into play. This is what we did. We are on Bazzite right now. Old Bazzite. All right, checking out this. Running post install scripts. I want to just try Helldivers right now, even though right now the NVIDIA card's not properly stubbed. We could also probably do like a DRA prime and then specify the GPU card if, like, let's say it grabs the wrong GPU. That might work as well. We'll see. The downside to Immutable, though, is longer update times. That's one of the downsides. But how often are you really going to update? Once you get everything working, maybe once a month, and then just be like, I'll get it next week. So it's not really that big of a deal. Any minute now. Any minute. Just writing that OS tree commit. Just waiting. Yeah, once a week if you're an update freak. Yeah. Once a week's not bad. Dog philosopher. Updates are enabled by default. So you need to reboot once a month realistically. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm usually about once a week kind of guy on my updates. Okay. Well, it's a great name, Dog Philosopher. Yeah, we really haven't had anything break. I mean, yeah, the VFIO script not working. But I mean, it wasn't like a showstopper. It's just like, okay, my secondary GPU card's not stubbed properly. Big deal. I could just remove the GPU card. It's not like a make or break here. It is neat being the guinea pig, one of the first people to do this. Will it work? I don't know. What do you think of Steam Deck? Good or bad? Steam Deck's amazing. Like, I remember when it first was coming out, everyone was hyping it up, and I was like, dude, if it's anything like the Steam machines, the Steam Deck's gonna suck. It's gonna be awful. And I was even trying to like temper expectations for folks. And then the Steam Deck came out. And of course, I got it because content. And then I actually use it often. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing how good it is. And yeah, it's been great. All right, reboot time. So yeah, Steam Deck, I am just immensely happy with. And Steam has done a fantastic job. Better than anything I could have imagined. All right, the final roll here. We're running up into dinner time. So this better work. This is it. This is for all the marbles. I wonder if I could roll like a DWM directly into Bazzite. Could we do like a modification to RPM? Maybe. Like the RPM OS tree. I might have to look up how to do that. That'd be kind of fun. I know it's immutable and I'm not supposed to do any of that, but it's exactly where my mind goes. I'm like, that would be cool. Oh, you missed it earlier in the stream too, Peter. I meant to tell you. We did a bunch of commits to my DWM. I think we added like a POSIX. I don't know how you say it. A bunch of modifications to speed it up a little bit. Should be cool. Would suggest making a custom image if you want DWM that badly. I might. Yeah, I'll probably do that. It's a nice touch here. I like that. Saw articles about Microsoft Touch. You know, they've been actually messing around with the start menu ads and such for a while now, Samuel. I've seen that article done a couple times over the past couple years. It always sits there in like a dev or canary build, and then it never really goes anywhere. Makes for a good YouTube video, but a lot of times it's like, you know. All right. Moment of truth. Make or break. This is it for all the marbles. What we've been waiting 3 hours and 52 minutes for. This right here. Will it work? Will it not? Here we go. LS, PCI, KNN. Go up to 75. Nah, it didn't work. Shit. Well, no bueno. Sad face. Okay. That's okay. Let's launch Helldivers and see if it works. Or we get the in protect error. Was this all for naught? I don't know. Okay, let's try that. We could try that. All right, Keon, let's try it. Oh. All right. Sudo. Sudo. What do we got? RPM, OS tree, init, RAM. Can I get it before it runs off the screen? Enable, arg, equals, quote. Don't you do it, chat. Don't you do it. Right there. Maybe that's it. I feel like I missed something. Okay, 1 second. All right, arg. Actually, it's -- add. Okay, so you have enable, arg, and then we adding the argument add drivers, colon, and then -arg equals. So we're adding a couple arguments here. VFIO -PCI. So we're just adding the -- add drivers and the -- VFIO pass or PCI. Just like that. Kind of dig this custom terminal that they got going here. What is it called? PTY-XIS terminal. It's kind of unique. Init RAM regeneration etc overlay not compatible. Use Dracut arg -I instead. All right, well, let's try Helldivers. Want to try that messing around. Like I said, it was kind of a long shot trying for the PCIe pass-through in Bazzite, but I wanted to give it a whirl. Let's try Helldivers 2. Does it work? Or are we faced with the same error as it was in Arch? Let's see. Is it going to go in protect on us or not? That is the question. Still installing some DirectX here. It is the first time. Give it a minute. Of course it works. Democracy always works. All right, we got the Vulkan shader compile going on. Looking good so far. I changed up all the Proton versions as well. And the Vulkan loaders. And all my other games work. It's just not Helldivers 2. This is just regular Bazzite. All right, the moment of truth. Will Helldivers 2 work? Will it succeed where Arch failed? I don't know. Ruh-roh, Scoob. Helldivers 2 does not like my configuration. The answer is no. No, it is not any different than my Arch install. No, damn it, that was a waste of an hour and a half. Sorry, all. Man, I totally built that up. Oh, it's something with my hardware is just not compatible with InProtect. Something I'm doing with Helldivers 2. It just does not like this. Oh, that's hilarious. Wait. Oh. What? Okay. What happened? Okay, this looks like it works. Did we just get faked out? Democracy prevails. I thought it didn't work. Wow. Buttery smooth. Feel that. Hot damn. Don't set it to full screen. Okay, good to know. All right. What do we got here? Let's do a quick play. Where are we going? Where are we going? I probably should look up how to do it. I think I'm used to using a controller.
Mission coordinates locked.
Oops. All right, let's just use it.
Help pods primed.
Dirty story.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
All right, let's see. Can we... Oh, okay. Nice. Okay. Let's do it.
Orbit synchronized.
All right, is that too loud? It's probably too loud, huh? All right, well, it works, I guess. They saw me and just got scared and were like, nope, I'm out. So can we... I wonder if the regular buttons...
Allied
do they work?
destroyer coordinates received.
Okay, no, you got to be in the Steam Deck one to access the quick menu.
Allied destroyer
It's kind of interesting.
has joined squadron. Engaging orbital thrusters.
Yeah, we need the GUI. But I don't really have it. Well, I think it has it in...
Allied destroyer has joined squadron.
Let's see. I think we can do a basic GUI. Wait. I think it's F1? Yeah, there we go. It's behind on the chat.
Synchronized.
FPS right now is about 100 FPS. Smooth FPS is 100. Yeah, it's bouncing right around 100. Frame rate's looking good. GPU time's looking good. Yeah, sorry it's not bigger, guys, but squint. You'll be fine.
What about here? Here?
Yeah. Let's see how it does. I'm keeping an eye on keeping an eye on the FPS. We'll just run a quick mission here. Let's ready up. Oh, yeah. So on the mini PC, what I did, because it's using an APU with RDNA 3, I ended up doing a 720p render. This is 1080p, though. And obviously, I haven't changed anything from the stock settings.
Destroyer has left squadron. Launch initiated.
Yeah, and this also, it also could have been Wayland and GameScope. This right here is using Wayland and GameScope. It's one thing that the Bazzite team has done a fantastic job of kind of merging the best of both worlds. And obviously on my DWM instance, I'm still using old school Xorg.
Go now, and fear the shadow of neither death nor tyranny, but justice.
All right. Let's go. Machine gun.
Requesting send. Calling down a support weapon. Requesting attention.
Okay, well, let's see. FPS, steady 100. I'm just gonna let my entire teammates carry this entire thing.
Allied destroyer joining squadron. Deploying Helldiver to combat zone.
My teammate just blew it.
Democracy has landed.
So is it better to install Bazzite alongside Windows 11 than Nabara? I don't know. I'm thinking, yeah. I really like Bazzite.
How about a nice cup of liver tea?
Oh, this is kind of cool. I can just sit here and just cheese this entire thing. I am an old geezer, I tell you. Nobara versus Bazzite. I think Nobara was the one that kind of trailblazed a lot of the benefits that Bazzite's been able to take care of. So I don't want to like downplay Glorious Egg Roll's Nobara and how much it helped everything with Linux gaming. But at the same time, when you look at Bazzite, they've taken Nobara, and I just love the mutable distro spin of it. It's much more predictable than a Nobara. Because Nobara I have broken. And as you've seen on this stream, I have tried to break this so much and have been completely unsuccessful. The only thing I've really been unsuccessful with on this was, jeez, really? Oh, that guy threw a grenade up there. What an a-hole. Oh, sorry, bro. Did I injure you? Oh. That's what you get for knocking me off of my little hidey hole. Team play. Oops. Yeah, I am the ideal for mutable. I will say, this has been just a solid. Now, my FPS has dropped a little bit since we started playing. It started at like about 100, and now we're at like an 80, 70 right in here. There's a lot happening on the screen, but we're still well above 60. So, not bad. Ah. Yeah, the 2GP is definitely threw it through a loop. The fact we got it all installed is pretty impressive, though. With everything going, moving my home folder around and all that, I may just try to spin this as much as I can. Oh, jeez. Oh, missed. I don't know. I think you can tinker with it a little bit with the RPM OS tree as well. Oh, I can't even hit that guy. Yep. Ah, jeez.
Mission at 10 minutes remaining.
Oh, what do we got here?
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Yeah, well, I took a little break just to kind of reassess things. It was good. It was really good for me. And honestly, I've been back to producing two main channel videos every 48 hours. So, or, you know, well, I'd say, yeah, every 2 days I make a main channel video now. So, hey, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, and also, I think my videos have actually gotten a lot better. I know I've produced a lot more of them, but it feels like the actual videos themselves have improved as well with the quality increase.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds. Extraction complete. Pelican 1.
Reboot to Arch, install KD Wayland, and the game will just work. I think so, AH. I think the big thing with Helldivers 2 not working for me was using Xorg and not Wayland. I bet it would have worked just fine with the Wayland. That's the only thing that kind of makes sense to me because nothing really has changed with the hardware itself, and I think that's really the tail of the tape here. I didn't even realize Hikari was in here. He jumped into chat with us. That's awesome. Well, cool. This is perfect. Yeah, I think doing the dual stream between Twitch and YouTube has also been great. Yeah, Peter, I'm kind of curious too. I think I'll try it some more, but I don't know. I really was shocked that this actually worked. I honestly thought it was going to bomb out after the initial in protect. I was like, oh, there we go. There's the old problem I've been having with this hardware. Well, thank you so much, Hikari, for jumping in chat, carrying this game, and and also the PCIe Express or the VFIO pass-through assistance as well. Now, I obviously carried this whole thing. Look at me, 25 kills, pretty great. How many times did I get friendly fire damage? 322. There's a lot of friendly fire going on. Oh, that's funny.
Helldiver.
Sweet. All right, let's quit out. I think this is a great stream really for Bazzite, because it could take this really complex setup and then just hit play. I didn't really change anything. I didn't download like Proton GE. I didn't make any like patches to here for the launch options. I hadn't done anything. All I did was just install it and go. And I think I might try a little bit more on the VFIO pass-through. I'm curious to see how maybe I might get Thorium on something like an immutable distro using maybe DistroBox. There's all these other things to explore. Really going and taking a deeper dive with RPM OS tree is kind of where we're at. I think that's where we go from here. So good. Oh, I did the init ram -- track. You do init ram untrack all and run the command again, and it should work. So if we look at, so this is the first one. What else did I do? Okay, here's the track. So let's just go untrack all. Okay, let's go untrack all. Transaction in progress, upgrade. To cancel the current. Do we have an auto update happening in the background that I don't know about? Oh, maybe sudo. Yep. Dinner time? All right, I'll be in. It is dinner time, but I'm going to do an untrack all. And then, okay, use RPM OS tree install as a last resort. Always prefer Flatpak or DistroBox where possible. Okay, good to know. What is the best immutable distros you've used? Bazzite. Bazzite is amazing. Obviously on the Steam Deck, I'm sold on the immutable distros for normal users. I think this is where I see Linux going for, the general population. This is amazing. Like if you install Bazzite on your system and you're okay with Linux compatibility, there's going to be some games that have easy anti-cheat and it will not work. But if you're okay with that, Bazzite will get you your Steam, and you're going to be able to play most of your Steam library, and you're not going to have very many problems. You can take that to the bank. I mean, I'm really, really impressed with it, though. Yeah, I think it'll be great. As far as anything else here, I think we're good. After we do the untrack all, I think I still have one thing for the VFIO pass through that I can do, and I'll try that. I'll look back through. We'll try the arguments again. I think it's the RPM OS tree init RAM FS enable with the 2 arguments after doing the untrack, and I think that'll get us back to actually being able to stub the card correctly. But even with the card not stubbed correctly, like I haven't set this up actually very well. Once I stub that card, this is going to work even better. The fact it even works right now kind of blows my mind. With this really crazy system I have, it does still just work. What about the Steam Deck software like FPS Limiter? Are they available on Bazzite? Yes, Tom. You can actually use UJust. So if you type UJust, look at this. Look at this. You can do Decky Loader. You can do EmuDeck. You can do DistroBox. Yeah, I mean, geez. Have at it, man. It is kind of crazy. Like, so everything you can do on your Steam Deck is now possible on your desktop. So you install this, it's like having a Steam Deck on your PC. And frankly, I made mine more desktop friendly, but you could just do the Bazzite Deck, and you're going to have a much more Steam Deck-like experience. I just didn't want a Steam Deck-like experience for my main PC here, because I do mainly use this PC for work. So that's why. And it does take longer to load everything, I will say. But at the end of the day, I think we get there, and I think it will just do the ARGs enable like this. And then I'll try and reboot. We'll see where it goes from here. But I think at the end of the day, this is pretty cool. It's a really neat exploration into something kind of new in the Linux desktop realm. And, you know, a huge success. You'll also be looking for the main channel video tomorrow about Bazzite. If you want to learn more about it, I break it down. I kind of show a lot more of the other things Bazzite does. And I do it more in a traditional setting that you probably have on your desktop, not like this crazy 10 hard drives with 2 GPUs setup I have here. I was curious to see if I could even get it to work. That's where I was like, interesting. But I'm gonna let this run, and I'll tinker around with it probably a little bit more offline, and I'll probably start streaming. We'll see, probably Tuesday or Thursday, Friday, something like that. We'll see what happens. I'll probably stream on one of them, but either on Titus Tech Talk on YouTube or over here on Twitch. Either way, y'all have a fantastic evening. I look forward to much more reviews of Bazzite and kind of diving more into this because I'm just having a ball. All right, y'all. Have a great one. Peace.